welcome back. Ryan has joined me because it's time to do some shopping, and he most likely needs some help, right?
I'll play along and say yes. If I'm shopping, I'd like to, of course, shop local. I try to as much as possible and shop from someone we may know, of course, and make that gift really special.
Absolutely. We have all three of those specifics here today. We need to say thank you to Elizabeth Foster for making our amazing Good Day aprons.
They look great.
Yes, but your craft corner is so much more than just this great apron that kept my clothes nice and clean the last time I baked with it here.
And we found out Elizabeth has an attention to detail here. Everything's been laid out exactly perfect.
It's beautiful.
Looks fantastic. Good morning.
So obviously you have the big people aprons, but I see you have some little people aprons too.
It started out with seeing my children trying to bake and the mess that they created, and so I decided to create little aprons.
So that's amazing. So if they put on these, put on these aprons, they don't make a mess.
It's like magic.
Yeah, definitely.
She says it's less laundry for me. How about that?
Because if that was the case, I'll take 12.
So that's how it all got started. But
well, actually, these baskets.
Okay, tell me about these.
So I was really disappointed last Halloween. I found a bunch of baskets, but they were either too expensive to personalize, or the ones that I found at big box stores would fall apart. So I was like, I could do that. And,
I could make it.
Yeah, so then it kind of spurred off from there. And then the jars were next because I wanted to teach my kids to save. And so I actually give them out as gifts instead of like toys for their friends and stuff, and start and give them a little bit of money. And
what a great idea. Yeah, but you could start them off with a little, you know, nest egg there, but then you've got maybe you want to save some money for gas or a new car or to travel. You can, you know, pick up whichever one. A wedding, you're going to need to fill that jar.
I do
probably
personalized ones. I just did one for a tattoo savings. One was for like mom's casino funds.
Whatever. You can personalize them. Okay, so that's great.
Because each family's different, and I really like that, because you're right. You go to a lot of stores and you find stuff, and it's like, oh, I think they would kind of like this, but you find a personalized gift like this, and you're like, I know they're going to like this.
Exactly.
What do we have over here? I see some. Are these ornaments? What are these?
Yes. So I make these roses for one of the princess totes that I make. Like you can see that one is for a wedding for my cousin. And so I just made one personalized again for this woman whose mother-in-law died, and so for a memorial, she loved red roses, so I put Mom 2007.
What a great idea, because I think, you know, we're always, especially around this time of year, you know, our loved ones and those who aren't with us anymore are obviously, you know, top of mind. So what a great gift that you can give someone to help them remember their loved ones.
But I see items here that could be used throughout the year. Obviously, we're talking about Halloween over here. We're talking about
Easter.
But you've got, like, it's not just Halloween. I mean, you've got Valentine's Day, because, you know, we get candy and Valentine's.
And just have a basket. And just thinking about putting this out in your house as well. It's a decoration, too.
Yeah, my kids carry toys in it. Like, it's very functional.
They pile all of their Hot Wheels in there.
I'm thinking the Legos.
She's like,
and then they drop them on the stairs on the way down, and then you step on them. And no, I'm just kidding.
And like that one is for my cousin's wedding at the end of the year for a flower girl, personalized. And
very cute. What made you decide to start? So is this on Etsy?
It is on Etsy, but I'm actually going to be opening a retail shop in Mayberry Square. Inside the Stellar
Breaking
Blooms.
news.
Wow.
So where's that going to be located at?
The Stellar Blooms shop to the left of the ice cream at Mayberry Square.
Wow, okay. So, you know, what made you decide, you said it sounded like a functional thing for your family that you came up with all of these ideas. And it sounds like a lot of people really appreciate that, huh?
Yeah, my family kind of spurred me on. My husband came up with like the ideas for the little roses for like Valentine's Day or something like that. And then I have this like banner for happy birthday. I'm gonna do ones for engaged, that kind of thing, just to try and be sustainable so people can use things year round. And it came from my kids and then just family encouraged. And I'm 7 to to 7 sales to 800 from less than a year. So,
All right.
yeah.
That's kind of a big jump.
That's got to be important too, to have the family support behind you, right?
Yes.
That's got to give you a lot of
With
encouragement.
3 kids, a full-time job, and everything else that comes with it.
You know, it is crazy though what our kids, you know, enlighten us to. The things that we need, the things that we don't need, but you know, the things that could really make our lives easier. So it looks like you have found a way to make your, to make it work out. So if people see these items, they want to snatch some up, where can they find your Etsy shop?
They
or what's
can
it called?
find me on fostercraftcorner.com
Okay.
or Etsy/shop/fostercraftcorner. And then probably in February, I'm going to be opening that shop.
Wow,
Exciting.
very cool.
And
Well,
I'll have other
congratulations.
local women businesses there as well.
Folks who make their own stuff, and that's got to be great because you said too, like other local women, you
Yeah.
know, to support one another. So that's really
Exactly.
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again for the apron. Of
course.
Looks good.
Fantastic. I love it. And
You're very messy, so it works.
I am very messy. Thank you so much for coming in
Thank
today. We
you.
appreciate it.